is he taking on?
I think the beast.
Really?
Yeah, bigger the harder, harder before.
Let's do it. I wish you luck. It's time to bring on the chaser.
Hey, Carol. Oh. Like that. There we go. I'll have to do it a different angle. Wait. Put that there. I'll be 2 seconds. There we go. So I'll give it a couple more minutes, see if anyone else comes on. No, I can't see your video, darling. So, there we go. So I'd like to, I'll make a start, and if anyone joins, I'll welcome you as you come on board. So, welcome everybody. I know we've got Carol with us. If any of you join, I will say welcome as you come on board. So I hope you've had a good start to the weekend, even though it is unprecedented times. So with lockdown being into nearly week 2, I just wondered how we're all coping. I know for me, it's weird not seeing my customers because I'm used to seeing them quite regular. Yeah, me too, Carol. I had to double check, and it's good I had the meeting in my phone. Otherwise, I'd have had no idea at all. It's just everything's rolling into one. So it's just weird not having the usual interaction that we would normally. But hopefully these updates will give some food for thought. So I've got some latest updates. I was on a sales leader call yesterday on Facebook. So I'll give you those now. There's not a great deal of change. We still earn from £1. Fantastic. Now, when sales come through your store, there used to be a buffer, and you had to wait for it to come onto your account. Because Avon are now saying we need to go online due to the current situation, what they're actually doing is they're paying out from £1 in orders, and they're doing it on a weekly basis. So once you start getting your store orders, they will come through. And you will get a form off Avon to put in your bank details. This is genuine. It's just so they know where to put your commission, as opposed to it sat on your account and you sat there thinking, well, I want that in my bank because I've earned it. So it will come through eventually. The shelf incentive is still ongoing as of yesterday. That's right, Carol, you can. I don't know if people will see the chat, but you cannot, if you've got pay on your banking, you cannot for it through phone number. So that does it automatically. At the moment, higher order value still stands. And for those of you that know about the Mauritius incentive, at the moment, that is still running. So we are trying to keep things going as best possible. So moving forward, Avon, as you're all aware, have stopped printing brochures. Now, there's a few of us that have ordered in advance. So the good news is, if you've ordered, as it says there, 10, when we start reprinting, Avon are doing like for like. So you won't have lost out, although you've probably paid it already on your bills. You won't have lost out, because when lockdown lifts and we're back to normal, whatever normal will be back after then, and Avon start doing brochure matching. So when they start reprinting, if you've ordered 20, 30, they'll reprint and you'll get those for free. So it's good to know that we're not going to be losing out. So returns guarantee. So as we all know, normally it's 36 days. That is now going to be 90 days. And I believe it's going to be reviewed in campaign 10. So it is worth knowing that, you know, you've delivered to Joe Blogs down the road or Aunt Betty. You can't get to them, but throughout lockdown, they want to return something. At the moment, we've got 90 days up until campaign 10, which is good. It just means that we have got wider options because of when lockdown came in and when some of us placed orders. So what can you do? So for you to keep earning, we do have the store, which will come into, if we will be showing a slide on that in a little while. But you can download the Avon On, and it's got fantastic bits on there that you can share, not only just social media, but WhatsApp. And if there's any others you use, like Kik and Viber, you can send photos through there as well. So you're not just limited to, oh, it's got to be on Facebook. I didn't really start using Avon on until sort of campaign 4 properly to its full potential. And both me and Carol love it. What I have just thought of another update. I do apologise. It's just as I'm reading my notes. The instant brochure, Avon are working in the background quite a lot, because as you can imagine, lockdown just happened. Nobody got any notice. And what they're working on is the instant brochure to be linked to your store, so they can put things in the basket and it will link to checkout at your store. But that is ongoing at the moment. So another bit of advice you can do, and again, we're in unprecedented times, we don't know who's going to be in lockdown, who's not, is you can share your Avon store and the instant brochure to absolutely everybody, not just your customers. Share it to everybody. Everybody needs shampoo, everybody needs hand wash, and when a lot of the retailers are out of stock, Avon are building their stocks up. So there's just a few tips of what you can be doing. The worst thing you shouldn't be doing is sat there going, I'm sitting here till it's all over. Avon is still open because we have got the online capability. So it is worth using this as your it is worth using this as a potential to make your business stronger when all this is over, because it will make your business foundation a lot stronger on the other side of this. So this is just a bit about the Avon On that I mentioned a little while ago. As you can see, we can get it on Google Play and we can get it on the Apple App Store. And they do weekly wants on there as well. So you're not just limited to, oh, well, it's got this, it's got this. It gives you the instant brochure. It gives you a lot of things. And if you're placing your personal order, you can do it through there as well. So it is a very handy tool. Both me and Carol love it. So it is worth investing in, especially in these times where we're all bored at home, twiddling his thumbs. What do we do next? We can come out of this the other side a lot better. So you're probably looking at the blank screen. This is just a video from Avon that will explain about the instant brochure. So I will give my mouth a rest for a few minutes and we can watch this together. Sorry, guys, I just realised I was on mute. So that was the video on the instant brochure. Like I say, they are upping it so that it can be done direct to store, especially while we're in lockdown. So as soon as we know more on that, we will let you know. In terms of the instant brochure, it's not like before. Avon are updating it weekly with updates. You can't get any better than that. So things are going to change weekly as opposed to campaignly with different offers. So it's all about letting your customers know that this will change once every week, and just keep looking, because that will get them keep going back, having a look. Oh, it's changed. Oh, I like that. So I'll now move on to the hand sanitizer. Now, we've all seen this about. Now, I'm still waiting for confirmation on the alcohol level. I have seen on different bits online, which again you can't take for granted until it comes from Avon official channels, that it's 64% alcohol, but I haven't got that confirmed yet. And I think it's amazing what Avon are doing in regards to this bit. This is going to be on the up. Domestic violence is going to be more prolific, shall we say, than we've ever known. And that's because children used to get escape to school, women or men used to get escape to work, and because we're on lockdown and advised to work from home, they are saying this will be on the up. So let's have a look what else there is. Don't worry, I'm not going to keep you in suspense for long. So Avon is donating £150,000 to Refuge to help, which is fantastic that they're giving 150,000 to Refuge. Oh, hi Lucy, hope you're well, darling. If you don't want to put your microphone on, we do have the chat box down the bottom if you've got any questions. So I do think that this is amazing for Avon to do. It's amazing, you know, but as it shows, all the profit from the hand sanitizer is going to be given to Refuge as well. So it is going to be a big incentive out there for people, and it's nice to know that there's a lot of support going into this. So I've put this one into the presentation, and that is because what Avon are doing in terms of the NHS is the Northampton General Hospital, which is nearest to our headquarters. They're actually doing like essential packs, so it can have like hand creams and things in, just as a way of saying thank you, you're on the front line, and it will be noted that it's from Avon. So again, we're not only helping Refuge, we're doing bits for the NHS, which I think is absolutely fantastic. So it's definitely worth, it's looking at all the different things that are coming out. Now, I do believe since I put this up, that the times may have altered slightly, but it's because, obviously, due to what's happening, it's been classed, with the coronavirus being classed as a global pandemic because of the cases. Our usual call centre is in India, which is on full lockdown. So when you ring nowadays, it's staff in the UK. What I endeavour to do, and I'm not sure if Carol would be on board, but I think she will, just to alleviate that pressure, because our staff are working from the UK and at home, so they're not even going into Avon. The call centre staff are working from home, and from reps I've been talking to prior to this Zoom call, I have said any problems, let me know in the week, and on a Friday morning, I will email off on our behalf to Avon with any problems we've got as a team. So it's reducing people on the phone. Obviously, if it's problems we can deal with at our level, we will. If it's something that needs raising, I have said that I will do it on a Friday morning and collate everybody's problems with their account number. And it just alleviates that pressure on the call centre at this time. So, one of the final slides I'm doing is just to say that, yep, Carol agrees with my previous statement that once a week, to alleviate the pressure, we will send in any problems that we can't deal with. We can do with most things, but any problems that arise once a week on a Friday morning, we will email off on your behalf with the issue you've got. So I'm just going to do a bit about deliveries. Now, in terms of you putting an order on your account, remembering with the orders that it's not just one free over £30, it's now all orders until further notice. Deliveries will be non-contact. So you will get your order, you'll still get everything as normal, but the driver won't be handing over his handheld or her handheld. And this is just a measure to protect us as reps and the Parcel Force delivery driver. And it's not just Avon, a lot of companies are bringing it in, i.e. Parcel Force, obviously we get their deliveries, but I do believe the Amazon drivers are doing the same. And it's just to prevent the contact and try and keep to the social distancing that has been imposed. So what I endeavour to do is do this once a campaign. It will be different dates and different times, as I know we do have some key workers in the team. And the idea of this happening once a campaign is if we've not been able to catch you on phone, because I've said that I will be ringing my team once a campaign, is you get to see the updates. So you get to see what's happening, where we're at, and hopefully going out the other side, it will still continue, but it shouldn't be as much as what we're having at the moment in terms of everything's running at 100 mile an hour, and some of the updates are slow to filter through. So I just wondered if anybody watching's got any questions that maybe I've not quite covered that they want an answer to. If I can't answer it at the moment, I will get the answers and feedback to you all. I can see from the chat box, I can get a video and a talk through on the Avon On. That's not a problem, and it will come out as part of this when it's recorded, and it will go out on the WhatsApp. And anybody that does need it before then, because I do believe you've just asked, Lucy, that's not a problem. I'll give you a call when we're finished, darling, and I'll talk you through it. It's literally minutes, and a lot of the social media a lot of the content you can access is fantastic. I've shared some of the videos on my Facebook that you may have seen as well. I've shared some of the photographs to see if anybody gets any bite. So I would just like to thank everybody for coming and being on the call. If you're not on the call and you've taken the time to watch this back as a video, as it has been recorded, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this back. When I schedule the next one, I will try and give as much notice as I can, and it would be lovely to see some different faces on here. So that's it for now. And I have just loosely put enjoy your evening and have a drink, because it may be hot water, as I know you love that, Carol. In my case, I'm going to have a couple of rums because it's been interesting leading up to today. So thank you, every single one of you that's on the call, and I will no doubt see you in Campaign 8 for an update. This will go out tomorrow on email, so you get to watch it back if you're not sure of anything. And I will be doing my campaign recognition on the Facebook group, and that will also go out as email, and that'll be Wednesday. So there's definitely opportunities for people to come back if they need it. Well, I think I've taken up enough time of your evening, Carol, and I believe there's Lucy, and I don't know if there's any more on at the moment. So thank you for coming on board, and I'll see you in Campaign 8 for a further update. Bye.